Hello, Game Day Coaching members. This is Rick Storley with New Home Sales Coach, and we're moving on to script number 2 as part of the 6 steps for selling the outlet mall buyer. This is when you are the first builder that your prospect has talked to, and they want to wait to talk to 1, 2, or 3 other builders before taking the next step with you. So the objection usually starts with something like this. Well, Mr. Builder, you're the first person we've talked to, and we want to talk to 2 other builders before we do anything. Now, the strategy you're going to use here is bragging about it and then questioning down. The phrase is feel, felt, found. A couple of notes on this. When you are at your initial presentation prior to this objection coming out, you want to try to flush it. And you want to try to do that with these few questions. Number 1 is ask them how many other builders are they considering? Have they built or remodeled a home before? If they say yes, well, how was the experience? And what criteria did they use to select them? Now, if they say no, you simply just ask them, well, what concerns or fears do you have about building or remodeling a home? And so you're going to flush that objection and flush those fears, and you'll incorporate that into your presentation. So the objections comes up. Well, you're the first builder we've talked to, and so we want to talk to a couple others before we move forward with you. And you're going to brag about it here. Well, Mr. Buyer, thanks for bringing that up. And we're normally the first home builder and remodeler that people talk to, and we're very proud of our reputation. Now, just so I can clarify my thoughts, can you tell me what part of our process doesn't quite fit? Now, I want you to keep moving through these quickly. I'll show you how to do that. Is it our design and selection process? No, that's fine. Well, is it the build time you're concerned about? No. Well, is it the investment or budget range that we've determined? No, that seems reasonable. Well, is it the home site, if that's applicable? No, you're just the first builder we've talked to, and it seems we should talk to a couple more before we do anything. Mr. and Mrs. Buyer, that makes perfect sense, and I understand you want to get the most home or most project for your money, and we want that for you too. In fact, many of our current and past clients felt exactly as you do right now when they first started. Now, what they found was they needed to take this next step. In other words, go to the plan deposit, no matter what builder they chose, to get the information they needed to make an informed choice to move forward or not. Now, that makes sense, doesn't it? Well, I guess so. Now, since you're comfortable with everything we've discussed today, let's get the design process started so we can begin finalizing your design, selections, and final budget. Then you can determine if it makes sense to continue forward with us or work with a different builder. Does that sound like a plan? Now, here's the idea. Some of you are thinking, oh, I would never give away my plan. But if you're the first one in line and they're talking to 2 or 3 other builders, the odds of you getting the job, if you're first, are slim to none. So why not go ahead and get them into your funnel? Start with your design process, building trust, creating the value, having them get to know you. And the idea being by giving them an out, saying, hey, if you like a different builder better or don't like what we're doing, you can certainly pay us for our design and build or do the project with anybody else that you want. Versus saying, well, our designs are copyrighted and therefore you can't use them forever, you're going to lose the deal anyway. So if you get into that situation, that's my suggestion. You're going to probably have, if you can get them into your design, you probably will still have 80 or 90% chance that you will be the one that will do the project for them versus someone else. Happy selling.